Hello, I'm Steve Little, Vice President of Marketing with WowWe. I'm excited to come back and share with you now the second phase of our training as it relates to our matching bonus. And if you really grasp this, I promise you're going to have trouble sleeping this evening, okay? Now, first let's lay a little groundwork, okay? In our example, what we're going to do, we're going to assume that you've got 10 individuals that you have personally sponsored. It doesn't matter where they fall in the matrix, it's just you've got 10. Now, before we go on from there, let's establish a couple of things. Number one, these are your personals. In other words, they're on your front line as it relates to the matching bonus. Now, remember, on your matrix, you've only got 3 that can be there on level 1, but we're talking about your front line. You can have 10, like in our example that you personally sponsored. You can have 50 or 200. We've got some people that have done over 250 on their front line. Okay, but let's get back now. Let's understand this. So you've got a front line, and all of your people have a front line. Some of them may have 2, 3, 5. Some may have 0. But so they've got a front line. So your front line, as it relates to the matching bonus, is level 1 personals. Level 1 personals. Their front line would be level 2 personals. Another way to say this would be your personals are your level 2. Well, it just makes sense then that your personals would be level 3. Again, it doesn't matter where they fall in the matrix. Your personals are level 3. And then, of course, there's personals, which are level 4. Now, let me use another analogy. Let's take the family tree. We've all seen the picture before where there's grandma and grandpa, or great-great-grandma and grandpa sitting there in the rocking chair, and they can barely walk anymore. And then around them are the kids, and then you've got the grandkids, and then the great-grandkids, and the great-great-grandkids. Well, when grandma and grandpa had their kids, that was kind of like level 1. The grandkids would be kind of like level 2. And the great-grandkids would be kind of like level 3, and the great-great-grandkids would probably be like level 4. Now, I bet you way back when, Grandma and Grandpa didn't have to talk about the birds and the bees with those kids, okay? They figured it out. And same kind of thing with recruiting and building and developing organization. You know, you just get enough people in there, some multiplication is going to happen, okay? They're going to figure it out. So, you've got the kids, you've got the grandkids, you've got the great-grandkids, and you've got the great-great-grandkids. Are you with me? Okay, now, with that, let's go over here to our example. In this example right here, you've got 10 personals who each got 3 on their front line, who averaged each getting 3, who averaged each getting 3. Again, does not matter where they fell in the matrix. But these 10 individuals, for conversation purposes, are going to have an average of $1,000 a month check each out of their matrix. Okay? So 10 at 1,000 is a total earnings of $10,000 between them. You're matching that at 100%. Or that's a $10,000 match. Very, very good. But let's take a look and see what happens here. This is so exciting, and let me share with you why. What we did, we took that 100% pay match and we spread it out, okay? Here's one of the things you've got to understand, okay? As an organization matures, what's going to happen is you're going to have more on the bottom level than everything else above it combined. As an example, when your level 3 has matured out somewhat, you will have more individuals on your level 3 than you do in levels 1 and 2 combined. When level 4 has matured out, you will have more on level 4 than the top 3 levels combined. So as you look at this, here's what we did. We took that 100% payout and we changed it to 20, 20, 20, 20 on the first 4 levels, and then we took that last 20% and created some incredible infinity bonuses that we'll talk about at a later time. So you've got those 10 people, and remember we said they averaged 3 each, which is 30, who averaged 3 each on their front line, which is 90, who averaged 3 each on their front line, which is 270. So what happens there, as you take the math on that, again, we're assuming that everybody averages a $1,000 paycheck. So you got $10,000 of income, because you got 10 people at $1,000 average income, $10,000, 20% of that would be $2,000. The organization is growing, so you've got 30 people on level 2 that we were talking about here. 20% of that's 30,000 of income, 20% of that is 6,000. Okay? And those 30 matured and grew to 90 on the next level. 90 at $1,000 each is $90,000 for our example, times 20% is $18,000. And then you've got 270 people down here on your level 4. And that's obviously $270,000. You've got 20% there, $54,000 of income on that one level for a total of $80,000 of pay match. That compared to $10,000 a while ago, that's an 800% pay increase on the same exact dollar, same organization you had before. So boy, I tell you, that's one of the reasons I'm so excited. Now there's other reasons I'm excited about this too. And the reason is this, because what that does, that gives you the opportunity to earn well down into the depths way below the 7th level in your matrix. As an example, someone on your front level that you personally sponsored or enrolled is going to be maybe on your level 4, 5, or 6. Well, they get somebody that ends up on their level 4, 5, or 6. And they get somebody, same thing and same thing. You're going to have some of these guys and gals down here that are on your 20th level. And you're pay matching 7 levels below that. I mean, that's exciting what? So from a company perspective, what it does, it creates a scenario where those of you out there that are leaders, you've got extended leadership influence with tremendous financial incentive way below the 7th level. So that's massive, okay? A movement can expand only as far as leadership is grown. We're going to incentivize you to bring your best game to the table. Now, what else is going to happen? It should create, if you create an organization that grows and grows and grows, an organization is going to do what the leader does, so it's going to do what you do, okay? So if you continue to grow, what's going to happen is you should have an ever-growing check. I mean, is that exciting or what? I mean, that's tremendously exciting. So it's brilliant as it relates to what, understand this, a compensation plan should tell you what the company wants you to do. This compensation plan is telling you, we the company want you to develop leadership and extend your influence well into the depths of your organization. There's many other things I can talk to you about right now. As an example, we've got infinity bonuses that'll rock your world that are going to create huge checks. We're not going to talk about those right now. Our force power matrix, it's force, but it also compresses and it expands. We're not going to talk about that right now. We've got other things that are coming that is going to bring more dollar volume within the matrix. These matrices aren't going to max out at $5,500. They're going to max out way beyond that. But I want to show you something now that's absolutely going to rock your world. Check this out.